Hey everyone, so in today's video I'm doing a book haul. All these books, well most of them are related to art or art reference. Some of them I've gotten very recently and some of them I've had for a few months. But I thought I would share them with you in case you're looking for new books, new art reference, whatever. So the first book is Mark Crilley's manga art. Woo! So this is an art book that he put together and most of this art is stuff that was made specifically for this book. So stuff you've never seen before, which is really neat. There's a combination of text and pictures, so it explains the art to you and stuff that was going through his mind. I don't want to show all of it. I hate when people do full flip-throughs of books because I'm like, well, now people are going to be maybe less likely to buy it if they know everything that's in it, just because it's like, well, why buy it when I can just watch this video? So I like to limit how much I show, but I really like this book. It's something that's fun to look at just for inspiration, or it would make a really good coffee table book. So yes, highly recommend. So the next two books are actually comic books. I got these at Van Calf, and I haven't heard of Sphere Theory before, or the artist or writer involved. I was just walking around, and I was like, you know what, I want to buy some comics. And I just really like the art style of this one, and the artist was there and she explained the story to me and I got her to sign both of them and I thought it sounded interesting, and I just, like I said, I really like the art. When I don't know what a comic is about, I'm like, I'm pretty much just buying this for the art. If it's an art style I like, I'm gonna get it no matter what the story is. I really like how the eye is shiny and this bit back here, woo. If you want to read that little blurb, just pause the video. But yeah, I really enjoyed these. This next one is kind of an art book. I mean, it's a picture book. It has art in it, so that counts. It's art related. It's called Let's Find Pokemon. I didn't know this book existed. I found it at Chapters and I needed it. I needed it. It just has a bunch of old school Pokemon art in it, and it's like a Where's Waldo, where it shows a picture of a Pokemon and then you find it. And it's also just fun to play with someone and say, oh, find this. My sister and I were doing that, where we just find something ourselves and say, oh, find the Shelder, for example. That way it's more than just the three that's there. One of the spreads has all Pikachus, one has all Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise, which makes it a little more challenging. Yeah, here's the Pikachu one. I like how they form the shape of a Pikachu too. Like, here's the face. Haha, so cute. This is just adorable. As a Pokemon fan, I was like, I need this. I need this badly. Next up, I have some fashion reference books. So the one I got first was this one. I've had this one for a few months now. It's called What People Wore When. This is one of those things I just randomly came across at Chapters. I was sifting through the fashion section, trying to find good fashion reference for old style stuff. Basically a book where I would focus on the pictures more than the text, just for inspiration of interesting outfit ideas. And so this has a lot in it. The pictures are a little bit small and they're all illustrated. There's no photos, but I think it's still interesting. I don't use it to get a specific costume from a specific period. I just use it for ideas, like, oh, look at a hat with ruffles on it. Maybe I want to draw a hat with ruffles on it. Or, oh, look at that neckline. I want to draw a dress with that neckline, stuff like that. But I wasn't satisfied with just this. I wanted more. The next one is How to Read a Dress. I just feel so uncreative when it comes to clothing, so that's why I was like, I need a bunch of books with a bunch of cool outfits and dresses, and then I'll maybe get better at drawing clothes because I'll have better ideas instead of like, oh, a t-shirt and jeans, haha, wow. This book I love. It's probably the smallest of all my fashion ones. Yeah, it's the shortest, but I think it's my favorite because it has real photographs, and look at that. It explains the dresses. Sometimes it shows a close-up or the back. Ooh, baby. Real photos, which is really nice. I mean, it's fun to see illustrations too, just to see how the clothing is interpreted into line form. But, oh, I love this one so much. There's another one in here that I also really, really like, but this is probably my favorite. I don't know. Maybe it's tied with another one. I haven't had them long enough to decide. This is one of the ones I just got recently, and I've been using it as reference, or for reference, for my sketchbook slam challenge. Next, we have The Costume History. This one is very similar to the What People Wore When. It has a similar style of illustration, but this one has a lot more in it. Oh, what is this? Hi, I didn't realize that was in there. This one is a very small book. Like, look at it compared to the size of my hand. I wish it was larger so I could see the illustrations better, because, for example, look at this. These are pretty tiny. So that's my main criticism of this. But yeah, it's still really good. It has a lot in it. It's, again, illustrated, but still, there's just so much for inspiration. Look at that. I'm trying to hold this at an angle so you don't get too much glare. And it's not just clothes. There's different objects. There's like a page with different hats. Well, there's several pages of just shoes. See, that was one of the hat pages, or like headdress pages. Well, and other things. Just accessories in general. So I wouldn't say this is my favorite of the fashion books I got, but it definitely, well, it probably has the most images. And I like how it's not just clothing, but it's obviously focused on clothing. So that's that one. Then there is this one. It's another little one. It's another one that when I received it, I was like, oh, that's smaller than I pictured it being. By the way, I hate dust jackets. I put these dust jackets back on just for you guys so that you can see what the covers actually look like. So it's easier for you to find the books, because I hate dust jackets. I rip them off. They go in a pile. But I put them back on for you. This is another one I love because it has a lot of real photos in it. Look at this. Look at this. And again, I use this for reference for Sketchbook Slam. And you don't, boat hair. You don't have to copy things directly. Like I said, you could just get inspiration like, oh, look at cute little bonnet thing with a bow. I'm going to draw a bonnet with a bow. You know, it's just so cool. And I love dresses. I'm obsessed with like princessy dresses, poofy, and old-timey dresses. So this is just amazing to me. Oh my God. Go back to that detailing. Where was that? Oh, baby, look at that. Oh my God. It does go to more modern stuff in the back. So, you know, you can get ideas for more modern type clothing. Although a lot of it is eccentric, but that's what I love about this book. It's like, pfft, I don't need reference for a regular t-shirt. I'll just Google that. I know you can Google all of this, but I like having physical books. Ooh, look at that collar. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, anyway. So yeah, I really love this one. Okay, I have a couple more fashion ones, but they're at the bottom of my pile, so we're just gonna save those. We're gonna jump to some Andrew Loomis. He is very well known in the art community because he made these amazing books, and he was an amazing artist. And so, yeah, I got this one, Creative Illustration. I really wanted this book because I thought it'd be good for helping me set up an image, like help me with composition and camera angles and things like that, just thinking of creative ideas. So there's a bunch of pages about composition and setting things up. This is one about eye level in relation to that piano. So there's a bunch of things like this at the beginning, and then it switches over to be more example driven, where it's showing art and there's a lot of text. He's a very wordy guy. So yeah, my favorite part of this book is definitely the beginning, but there's a lot of good inspiration and information in here. I haven't fully read through it yet, but I'm excited to read more of it. So that's that one. The next Andrew Loomis book, this is one I've been using the most lately. It's Drawing the Head and Hands. I feel like it's already significantly affected the way I draw heads because it's, I don't know, it's just interesting. I like the way he structures heads. And I've been using this for reference for my Sketchbook Slam. Just do some quick flip throughs, blah, blah. There's construction-y stuff. Look at these. These are nuts because they look so realistic, yet they're not super rendered. I love that. He just makes it look so easy. Oh my, oh my. There's stuff about babies and children. And then there's a little section at the back about hands right here. Well, it's not that little, but I mean, it's small compared to the rest. So I really, really like this one. And then there's Figure Drawing for All It's Worth. It's one I've been using, but I haven't delved too far into it because, again, these are somewhat new and I haven't had time to fully dive into these, but this has really helpful stuff, again, about bodies, proportions, perspective, like setting your characters in a scene and how they should look in relation to each other. Yeah, punch that skeleton. These books are oldies but goodies. Boom, 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 boom. You get the idea. Very, very nice. And he has more stuff than just these 3 books. I was looking on Amazon and I was like, how many are there? But these were the 3 that appealed to me. Okay, there are 2 more books. This one is called House Style. This throws me off seeing this cover because underneath the dust jacket is a totally different cover. Like if it's just a plain cover, it's like, yeah, whatever. But because it's a completely different, like actual designed cover, I'm like, oh, right, this is the same book. Hey, I use that one for reference in the Sketchbook Slam, and that one actually. Ta-da. This one is really interesting. It is not my favorite of the fashion books. This one's also weird because it has a bunch of modern fashion that's inspired by the other clothing in this book. But I liked this one because it just has like a lot of royal clothing and I don't know. It's just interesting. In terms of reference though, it's not really a reference book. It's more just like, look at the pretty pictures and read about it. There's the one from the cover. La la la, la la la. Just trying to give you a good idea of what the book is like. But, yep, there's that one. This one's very interesting, but like I said, not my favorite in terms of reference. And then last but not least, I have this big boy. Fashion, the definitive history of costume and style. It's thick, it's wide, it's tall, it's large and in charge. I did not put the dust jacket back on because it has the exact same image underneath. I'm like, thank you, thank you. Now I don't feel as guilty about taking the dust jacket off. So this one has stuff broken down by time period and then shows clothing. What I like about this one is it includes a lot more male fashion. A lot of the other ones were so heavily focused on female fashion. And this one has more of the male stuff too. Well, I mean, the What People Wore When and the other one that looked like it style-wise, those ones had quite a lot of men in it. But the other ones were mostly dresses, which is fine too because I love dresses. But I kind of want to see the men's stuff too. Look at that thing. The chapters always start like this, and then there's like a chart thingy. The beginning has more illustrations in it, and then it gets more photos as it goes along, because it does go up to modern times. I love when they have the close-ups sideways like that. You can really see the detail. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the size of it so you can actually see the pictures more easily. I love this page. Boom. Boom, look at that thing. Ugh, can I just have it? So gorgeous. Oh, and the index. Oh my god, I almost forgot about this. Well, the glossary, whatever. It's an illustrated glossary. It has stuff in it. Oh my god. Like here, buttonholes, different buttonholes. Different collars, different cuffs, jackets, necklines, whoa, pleats, pockets. I feel like with this glossary, the most useful part of the book, skirts. I mean, this is all basic stuff. and kind of on the modern side, but yeah, whoa. Yeah, modern. Well, relative to the beginning of the book, yes. Uggs, oh my. But yeah, great book. Great book. Of the fashion books, I would say these three are my faves. I think they're the most useful and interesting and have the best pictures. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you found it interesting. Maybe you have some ideas of reference books you want to get, art books, whatever. I thought this was just a neat idea to show books I've gotten lately. There's so many. I will also have links to these down below. I don't know if this is available online, but I'll try to provide Amazon links at least to the stuff that's on Amazon so you can easily access it and find it. Just like you find these Pokemon. Whoa! But that is it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.